Alright, but we are back officially.
Yes.
We're right here on the Lauren Rei Live Show on Water Ice Radio. Real quick before we jump into our interview tonight, you guys make sure you are following the Lauren Rei Live Show on Instagram, Twitter, on Facebook, on all the social media handles, along with following Water Ice Radio. That's WOODERICE_radio. But most importantly, go ahead right now, if you haven't done so already, and download the free TuneIn app. And what you're going to do is once you get there, you're going to search Water Ice Radio, and our station will come right up. So you will be able to hear this crazy interview that we're about to have with our special guest this evening, Miss Star Castillo. She's in the building. Hello, how are you?
Hi.
We are so happy to have you here because you are just amazing.
Yes.
Because I was telling Mike who we were interviewing tonight, and before I could be like, check out her Instagram, he was like, yeah, I was on Shorty's Instagram page,
Yes.
and she's dope. So he was already ahead of the game. But we are really enjoying your music that you have. I were actually going to play a couple songs that you have. But thank you for coming through. How are you doing tonight?
I'm really great. Yeah, thanks for asking.
So you got a lot going on right now. You have two singles, right?
Right.
And then you have an upcoming project coming out too as well.
Yeah.
So how are you handling everything? Is this like a whirlwind for you?
Yeah. I mean, definitely busy. I'm also like a student right now, full time.
Okay.
So definitely a lot of time management involved, but the whole process has just been really such a blessing and super fun. So.
Cool. So let's start from the beginning. How did you get your start? Like, were you like singing one day in front of the TV, like I want to be a star, you singing for your family and stuff? You don't got to go back that far, no, but really, how did you start getting into the business?
Yeah, so I feel like I've been singing ever since I was in diapers. Like I always wanted to be a singer. I grew up singing in church, and I think I started performing when I was probably 9. And up until like high school, I would sign up for every single talent show. I was like always involved in like choir and all that stuff, and I just knew that music was gonna be a part of my life. And so then I took a gap year after high school because I wanted to focus on my music career, but nothing actually ended up happening. I was a little disappointed because I feel like nothing was going the way that I planned. But then I came out here to University of the Arts, and last year was when I actually released my first single. So I think being at a university that's known for music and the arts in general really inspired me on my personal journey for sure.
Cool. So you are from the area, from Jersey, right?
Right.
What part of Jersey are you from?
So I was born in Trenton. I lived in Princeton for most of my life, and then I graduated from Hunterdon County.
Okay. So are you over here now in Philly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
So I'm about to say, so Philly or Jersey?
Philly.
Ah!
Yes.
I like that. I like that.
I'm sorry to all my Jersey peeps, but yeah.
Jets or Eagles? Put you in a spot.
Oh, I'm not really a sports person.
Okay.
That's cool. Safe bet.
Yeah, safe answer. Definitely
Yes.
safe answer. I like that.
The Eagles are like doing a good job right now, though.
Crazy right now.
Yeah, it's like the first time forever.
We're
Like
Super-
ever.
Did you say
Well-
ever? No, we've been to the Super Bowl before now.
I heard a little bit of Jersey in there. That's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But we're definitely Super Bowl bound this year. Yes, I said
Yes,
it
we are.
first. We definitely are. But getting back to you, so talk to us a little bit about like your style and the genre of music that you play.
Right. So I definitely would consider myself R&B. Some hints of gospel because I grew up in church
Okay.
and pop. But definitely like my influences would be Alessia Cara is a big one, Alicia Keys, Mariah Carey, Tori Kelly is a big one.
Nice.
So.
Alicia Cara was the first person I thought of when I heard you.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. I told my co-host Jay, he's out of town right now. I was like, that's what she reminds me of. And he was like, oh, dope, I gotta go check her out. So yeah, that's definitely a good mix of people. But if you were, so you don't, it sounds like you don't like to put yourself in one lane, really. So is that what we can expect from your upcoming project? A whole bunch of different stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've never been the type of person. I think one of my pet peeves has actually been people trying to place me in like a specific area, like a specific genre.
Right.
I feel like I like to have my foot in a lot of different things, even just like in my personal life. Like, I do music, like I really enjoy makeup and like other arts and stuff. So like, I don't know, I just don't like being like,
dropped in one like in a bucket.
but-
I definitely feel that. So Talk to us a little bit about, I know you talked about a lot of like the people who inspire you. So who would you say is like one of the people that you would want to work with the most if you had your choice? Musically, of course.
Definitely Tori Kelly.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, I've like loved her since I first saw her on American Idol.
Now Tori can sing.
Yeah.
She can definitely get down for sure. Have you ever been able to meet any of your like favorite artists yet?
So I'm really into like Christian rap.
Okay.
So Andy Mineo, like Social Club Misfits, and I haven't personally met them, but I've like been front row at like every single one of their concerts, pretty much.
So you've been able to kind of like fan.
Yeah.
out
And
there.
Tori Kelly, I was front row at her concert.
Really?
Mhm.
I've never seen her in concert. How was that experience?
She's amazing.
She's really good.
Yeah, I think she's like better live than her recordings.
Cool.
Really hard.
What you got, Mike?
Well, here's the thing about it now. We've often seen people have these ideas like separating like religion and the music, right? So how are you able to balance the two?
That's a great question.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Well, now.
Don't be trying to come over here and
No, I'm not. Nah.
When I come on to fly or die.
I'm
It's like, let me play.
Yeah, so for me personally, my faith is everything.
Okay.
And so I see my faith as a lifestyle, not as like, I think a lot of people, church would be something that they like do on a Sunday. For me, it's more so like everything, like my whole lifestyle points back to my faith. And so I think like music is just like a stem of that essentially. So I think that I don't constantly have to be like singing about my faith to express like righteousness and like my faith in general, but yeah, I mean I see my faith being a really big part of my music for sure, even if it's not explicit.
So I was going to ask you, so because of that, are there things that you won't do or won't sing about? Or, I mean, I know sometimes there are a lot of people that say I won't exploit myself in a certain way.
Right. I think, yeah, anything that goes against my faith, I don't curse. I'm not a big cursor. And I know, like, for a lot of my friends, like, that's like, oh, yeah, people tease me about it. But, yeah, for me, I don't curse. Like, waiting till marriage, all that stuff. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a nice wholesome girl in the building.
Yes.
I was about to say so, but I'm not going to do it.
It's all good. Put me out there. It's all good, man.
Or the opposite of what you may hear on the other,
Yeah.
on the other side.
No, hey. Brother trying out here. Okay, so we talked about influences, things that you're into. Now, when I saw your Instagram page, I saw you rocking the guitar, right? So, you like, it's a lot of times I see performers on stage singing with tracks behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a killer with the live set?
Yeah, I actually really prefer doing live sets above tracks.
Okay.
I think for me, like, I actually want to start forcing myself to work with tracks, just like pull myself outside of my comfort zone.
That's really cool. So you have a band behind you when you perform.
Yeah.
What do you think some of your favorite songs to kind of perform, if they're not yours to cover, that you like to do?
So Childish Gambino, Redbone.
Wow.
I really like that one. I don't know if you know Mac Ayres. He's not super popular, but he has this song called Calvin's Joint. Really good. You should check it out.
Okay.
Basically anything pop. I really like taking pop songs and making them my own.
Do you make them? You put your own like R&B twist on them?
Yeah.
I like
I've
that.
done like Passion Fruit by Drake.
Okay.
Some Ariana Grande songs. Like putting my own spin on it.
Good stuff. All right, guys. So we are just getting into this interview. I like what I'm hearing.
I think there's one more song you can cover. With Donnell Jones.
Yeah, we're not going to do this.
All right.
But when we get back, we do have some like questions we want to ask you, because there was a little bit of debate in here earlier in regards to two entertainers, and
Don't say what. Say what.
we're not going to say who it is yet. We're going to come back and we're going to ask you, who do you think is the better entertainer?
Singer.
No, I'm sorry, singer.
Singer,
Yes. Who
yes.
is the better singer? Okay, so
is it gonna be you two? Are you guys gonna do
no,
a showdown?
they are showdowning
Ooh,
against
yeah.
me.
Oh.
Okay, So we'll see what you say. You maybe. I'm still gonna believe what I believe. So I'm not even gonna say that you're gonna be the tiebreaker. Okay, but we still want to see what you have to say. All right.
All right, sounds good.
So what we're gonna do really quick is we have a whole playlist kind of sort of dedicated to you being here tonight. We have our favorite female artists of pretty much. We don't want to say it's our favorite of all time. There's so many people you can put on the list. And earlier you said Anita Baker, and I actually was going to put Anita Baker on the list, but I was like, are they going to be like, yo, you old?
Yeah, that's the reason why I didn't put it. I put no Patti LaBelle on there, no Dionne Warwick, like oldie.
I definitely was going to drop, you know, Anita Baker Body and Soul on there.
Come on now.
Real quick. But we don't even, I may have to do it as a bonus joint.
You should.
Just in case. We might jump into it really quick. All right, but next up on the list we have, which is actually our guest of the evening. This is her song Drowning, which is super dope. Yes. But when we get back, we're going to let you talk a little bit more about how you came up with the concept. And then after that, my pick, I have Aaliyah 4-page letter, R.I.P.
Yes,
definitely one of the greats. And then we have one of your picks, which is
Entertainer, Madonna, Justify My Love.
All right, everybody. Yes. Don't go anywhere. We have Star Castillo in the building. We're about to listen to Drowning. Then we got Aaliyah 4-page letter. It's your girl Lauren Rei, right here with my boy Mike B from Fly and Die podcast on With Ice Radio. We will be right back, guys. And we are back, everybody. Most importantly, you guys just heard Miss Star Castillo's Drowning right here on What Ice Radio. Thank you for letting us premiere that song here. It was everything.
Yes, it was.
So let's get right back into the interview and asking you, like, how did you come up with the concept for Drowning?
So I remember just sitting in my living room and I just started writing lyrics. And I kind of started like writing a melody on guitar, but my producer had actually sent me a track. I was like, let me just see if it fits to this track, and it ended up working literally perfectly. I was like, whoa, okay. So I basically wrote it coming out of a time of darkness in my life. We're kind of talking about, you know, if there was certain things that I wouldn't do that would go against my faith. Basically, there was a point in my life where I was doing everything against my faith, but still calling myself a Christian. And
my everyday life.
But
that was a joke, Mom. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was my mom listened to the show faithfully. That was a joke, Mom. I'm living right. I promise you. Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
But yeah, I mean, I was doing everything against my faith, and I had just come out of all of that, and so I think I was just reflecting. Personally, I'm one where like attention is like my I just like having attention, even if I never explicitly say it.
Okay. That
was kind of my like fall type thing. I would make mistakes and stuff just like to seek attention, and so I would end up in, you know, unhealthy relationships was a big one for attention, and this song reflects on that. It's kind of putting blame on a relationship, but kind of recognizing that I'm not placing any blame on myself and looking at myself and being like, what are you doing? What are the decisions that you're making? So that's what.
So when it's time for you to get creative and start to write, where is kind of like your happy place? Like, where do you have like a scenery? Like, where do you like to be? Do you like to be in the studio? Do you like to be home? Where do you like to create?
I usually like to be in my room, like on my bed, just playing guitar. I hate when people are around though. Like, I cannot have people around me when I'm writing. It's probably not a good thing, because if I'm to be collaborating with people, I should probably get used to that. But I have a roommate, and if she comes in, like when I'm even just singing, like I don't have to be writing, when I'm just singing, I'll stop.
Really? So but you can sing. I swear, if I could sing, I would sing in the lunchroom. They would be tired of me at work.
Yeah, it's so weird. You would think, like, even when I was a little girl, I don't think I sang for my dad until I was probably, like, 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Really weird.
So, but you said you were into, like, talent shows and stuff.
Yeah. I love performing on stage. I love it. But when it comes to being in my own house, like, in my safe zone, I guess, I cannot have people listening to me. I think it's, like, the idea of performing something that is not finished. Okay. Is what it is for me. I don't like having unfinished material like out there.
So would you call yourself a perfectionist?
Kind of, yeah. When it comes to music, I would say so, yeah.
These long pauses before your questions.
Yeah. Two things actually. One thing is mentioning places, they're happy places. Chick-fil-A is a great place to be happy.
Ooh, I second that.
Yes.
Do you, or can we all be on the same page that we don't believe that Chick-fil-A is fast food? I don't treat it as like a McDonald's or a Wendy's.
Yeah.
It's in their own.
It's fast though.
It is fast, but you know what I mean. Like as far as like, when I say I'm going to Chick-fil-A, I don't feel like I'm going to Wendy's.
Right.
I feel like I'm going kind of like upscale.
Yeah.
They
treat you so well.
They do.
I'm gonna tell you something.
It's my pleasure. We
there.
can't give them too much time, but it's my pleasure.
Right.
Hey, look, listen. They close on Sundays, and I'm upset about that because, listen, to me, that's a holy experience.
But you'll be there. But you'll be there Monday.
Oh, heck yeah!
Exactly.
Go ahead, finish your question.
You know they're Christians though because they ask you how many sauces.
Yo.
I've never been to a place and they ask me how many sauces.
I've only been to places
What
where
sauce?
you
God
need
bless you.
if you need an extra sauce, it's 10 cents. Now that pisses me off.
What?
How am I supposed to get through 6 nuggets with only 1 sauce?
Wow.
Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
What was your
I'm leaving on you. All right, now, as an artist, I think the key to it is versatility, right? So, say within 5 years from now, where do you want to see you and your career go?
Well, I would really love to be on tour.
Well,
Everyone said, "Whoa."
This guy, these
deep questions.
these deep
yeah.
questions.
I like it, though.
It's my life
I like
questions.
I'll take pauses.
These aha moment questions, Oprah.
That's why.
Damn.
That's why he needs so much time to think. You know.
Thank you. It's a process.
He up there cooking while I'm asking my questions. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I would really love to go on tour. Ideally, I would really love to live in Los Angeles someday. Just like that's where the heart of everything is as far as entertainment goes. I think it'd be really cool to have my voice in an animated film.
Voiceovers.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And just like collaborating with dope artists. I just want to make music, honestly. Like my biggest dream is just like keep producing music and be content.
So we do talk a lot about, we have entrepreneurs on the show, we have artists on the show, we have all types of people on the show, but one thing we all agree on is about practicing your craft, right? So how often do you think you are creating, writing, and in the studio and just singing?
Singing for sure every single day. I feel like I practice. To me, I don't like the word practice because like I'm just doing
what you love, right?
I'm just doing it, but probably every single day. Like I'm singing and playing my guitar every single day. I write usually at least once to twice a week, if not like whenever I sit down. I'm always like coming up with ideas in my head. Like if I hear something, if I hear like someone like tap a beat on a table, I'll be like, oh, that's dope. Or if I'll just come up with bass lines in my head. I don't like sometimes we'll have like I'll just take my phone and just be like, boop, boop, boop. You know?
Just doing a little bit of something when you can. Ooh, I like it. So, I love to talk about how people like balance their like work-life balance basically. So on your free time, what's like some of the fun things that you like to do?
I really like just spending time with people, like just quality time. My love language is quality time for sure.
Okay.
And so I think when I'm like deprived of quality time from people, I get very like, irritable or just like feel like I'm like isolated type thing. So whenever I have chance, I love just like spending time, like getting to know people.
Holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, so you be with your family and stuff.
For sure.
Good stuff. I like it. All right, so we have another one of your songs that we're about to play. It's called Shambles. Would you like to talk a little bit about that before you bring it on?
Yeah, so it's actually so funny how that song came about because I was taking a modern pop production class for my major last year, and we had to come up with a pop song. And he said, the teacher was like, basically write a hook, has to be super catchy, and then write verses, and like think of popular songs and try and like relate it to that. One of the like songs that we kind of based it off was like the song with Ariana Grande and Mac
Miller.
Yeah, The Way.
Yeah.
So I like you can probably hear some of those influences, but yeah, it was kind of just one of those like fun things.
So we're just gonna hear the pop side of you, basically.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm down for it, but we'll be back right after this song because we still have a couple more questions for you. And guys, she's actually going to sing live for us and play her guitar as well. I'm really excited about that. But right now, we're going to jump into Shambles by Star Castillo. This is your girl, Lauren Rei, right here on What Our Eyes Radio. Mike B's in the building. We're all in the building. We're having a good time. Please don't go anywhere. We will be right back. But right now, you guys, is the part that I've been waiting for all evening. We are going to have her sing live for us, and she has her guitar with us, So tell us what you're going to do.
So I'm going to sing a song called All My Heart. It's actually the first song that I wrote for the upcoming EP, and it's my favorite. It's about my relationship with God, but a lot of people just kind of see it as like a love song.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready, we're ready.
Go. That you never left me, always say, yeah. Can't explain the way I love you. They don't understand the love we share, yeah. I don't care what they say, I'm in love with you, and I don't care where we go as long as I'm with you. I'll be with you. When I feel like I'm run down, I can run to you. When I feel like I'm broken, I can count on you. I give myself to you. You have all my heart. If I'm near far, I'll find you. I'll find you. If I were to stray, we would be okay. I'll find you. I'll find you. Love is overwhelming. Faithfulness unending. You're always there. You're always there. Yeah. There's been times when I'm unfaithful. Never cease to date me. How you care. How you care. I don't care what they say. I'm in love with you. I don't care where we go as long as I'm with you. I wanna be with you. When I feel like I'm running out, I can run to you. When I feel like I'm broken, I can count on you. I give myself to you. You have all my heart. If I'm near, I'll find you. I'll find you. If I were to stray, we would be okay. I'll find you. I'll find you. There's been times when I probably really hurt you. I promise I never had the intent to just desert you, but now we're back and we're starting fresh. I'm amazed at all the times that you showed me grace for me and draw me close, draw me near to you. I really mean it when I say I can't live without you. You're my life, my happiness, the very air I breathe. And now I'm here to tell you that you're all I need. 'Cause you have all my heart. If I'm near or far, I'll find you. I'll find you. If I were to stray, we would be okay. I'll find you. I'll find you.
love that. And again, the name of the song was
All My Heart.
All My Heart. Wow, is that going to actually be on your upcoming project?
Yes.
Cool. That was definitely. We gotta find out what the next time you're going to be live performing somewhere. What do you have up and coming?
So as of now, nothing. But you can stay updated if you visit my website, starcastillo.com.
Okay.
There's a tour section, and if you sign up for the email list, you'll always get updated when I have shows in the area.
Yeah, we gotta get you out. We gotta get you out on tour.
The song is serious.
It definitely is. It definitely is a serious joint right there. I want you to do it again.
Yeah.
Serenade us.
Right?
Because when I heard the song, all I wanted to do was go in the woods and dance. You know what I'm
There we
talking about?
He is crazy.
I would like to see that.
Yo,
But
I'll do it. I got a bandana right now on book bag. Get down.
Well, listen, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we are going to have you tell the people where they can find you, do some last minute shout outs, and then we're going to wrap things up.
I like what you just did.
What?
So somebody can find you, someone can find you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's nice. You know what I'm saying? It's mathematics.
Somebody gotta do what Jay does when he's here. You know, he normally is the person that puts that all together. I had to do that right there. You know,
Quick
just
maths.
so people can feel like he's still here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what a good partner does.
He's
You
here
know
in
what I mean?
spirit. You know what I mean?
All right. So this is my last song for the evening. This is one of my favorites, Miss Lauren Hill with X Factor. I know you guys know this one right there. I just want to, offer her only but classic album, Miss Education of Lauren Hill.
Indeed.
All right, it's your girl Lauren Rei right here. When we come back, we will, do the Lauren Rei wrap up, and then we out here, y'all.
And the question.
Oh, we do still have the question.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we have the question we still have to ask you. But whatever. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go nowhere. Sitting in for Mr. J, the gentleman. He will be back not next week, but the week after that.
Okay.
So we're going on a quick holiday break. But we also have the lovely Star Castillo in the building. She is super talented, you guys. Make sure you are grabbing her stuff off of iTunes, right? We got Drowning and Shambles.
Right.
All right, so do a quick, this is your shout out time. This is where you tell everybody where they can find you on Instagram, everywhere.
Awesome. So on Instagram, it's Star Castillo. My last name is spelled CASTILLO.
Yes.
_ And that's my Instagram. Facebook, I have a music page, Star Castillo Music.
Yes.
SoundCloud, Star Castillo. My website, starcastillo.com. And if you look on the website, it'll lead you to Spotify.
Okay.
So definitely follow me on Spotify. I'm going to be doing playlists soon of like my favorite artists.
Nice.
And I'm also going to be getting more up with YouTube. So
Cool.
covers.
YouTube, you
guys-
gotta get on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
You guys heard it first. Go follow everything Star Castillo right now.
Yes, indeed.
We will be replaying your live acoustic version of your song because we want everyone to see how wonderful and talented you are. But again, we thank you for stopping by the Lauren Rei Live Show on What Our Eyes Radio. The first time you were here, you were a guest, but from now on, you are now family.
Aw.
So make sure you come back, especially when you drop the whole project. Let us know, and we'll definitely, shout you out, play some of your music. But we're definitely going to keep playing these two joints right here, of course. So you guys, next week, we are on a holiday break. I'm going out of town. I'll be out, the 6th for a little while, and then be back for what's that face for?
The 6th.
Yes, I will be in the 6th with my cousin Mallory. What's
Your
up,
woes?
girl?
You with your woes?
Yes, I'm going to be with my fam. We're going to the 6th to see Jay-Z, that 444 tour. We're going to catch it there. Then I'm coming back for Thanksgiving. I'll be here. I gotta get my mama grub. Actually, I'm going to be getting my sister's grub. I'm going to go check my sister out in New Jersey with them babies.
How fancy are you?
What? Because I'm
Going to the 6th to see Jay-Z on the 444. You coming back for Thanksgiving? That's right.
Here we
One
go.
way is fancy.
Here we go. See how they do me over here? But yes, we will be back the following week for the last show of the month. We have a really good guest. Her name is Val. She is the party queen. It's going to be a really good show. You guys do not want to miss it.
She's cool.
Isn't
as a
she?
Fan in December.
She's great. I can't wait for her to come onto the show. I'm sure it's going to be fun. Loads of fun. So make sure you guys are checked in. Same time, same place.
Yes.
Tuesday night, 8 to 10 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Water Ice Radio. Make sure you go follow all the Water Ice stuff on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. Sign up for the weekly newsletter at waterice.com. It's so much for you guys to follow from us.
Yes.
You need to be on everything.
Yes.
So, Mike, do you know the tagline when we get out of here?
What's the tagline?
You don't know the tagline?
I don't know.
All right, well, guys, never forget, not all superheroes wear capes. Sometimes they wear headphones. Peace.
Like that?
What?